It's the morning again. Not going to bore you to tears with what I'm going to do, but I'm going to go around the fans. Everything's going to get a grease this time. I'm going to grease the shaft, the wheels, the fans, the folding bits. Now I'm just going to check all the tines over. We're hoping to have a good day of it today. Come in an hour earlier to just gain a little bit of time, but we'll be sat on it pretty late as well. The going's so good, we're just, it's silly not to get it in now. That's the way we're looking at it. There's going to be loads of checking over to do. We'll be heading to Peter's or Alistair's later on. Finished up about, what time we finished? About 7 o'clock last night. It was pitch black. Fuel the tractor up, ready to go, so we've got a day's fuel. What are you doing here so early? You ain't usually out of bed by now.
You know, you like 135s?
Yeah, you gonna buy me one?
No, when I was on for John Franklin,
yeah,
I had a brand new one.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
That was with a Sirocco cab on it.
Oh yeah.
Where is it? The old boys could have had one done up. But that's what it was like, brand new.
Oh, lovely, look at that.
Right.
Lovely, isn't it?
Then we went from that, because it did, all you had for a heater, there's some curtains on there, so you pulled them alongside the engine.
Yeah.
2 lucky straps, one at the top of the headlights, one below it. Yeah. And that kept all the heat into the cab seat.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And the top of the cab there, lifted back on top of the back bit, the sunroof.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
I bet it's good though, wasn't it?
Oh,
they're still good now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Brilliant bits of kit.
This is Ag Day now.
Yeah, he's cutting it. Cutting the old new concrete.
There's the tractor in here. That is a spitting image. I told him yesterday of his old 165. That's what it looked like.
Might even be his.
I reckon that is it.
Might be.
If I
you don't know where they end up once they leave here, do you?
No.
You don't know.
That's what the old 165 looked like.
Yeah. Oh, blimmin' hell. I've got a split on this hose, look. You see that? Oh, that ain't gonna last very long.
Oh, that's why, mate.
No, it's better to fix it now, isn't it? That was
yeah. Put some first, mate, all up there.
Oh, lovely. That'll do the trick, won't it?
Yeah.
Nice one, thank you. Proper job.
Don't over tighten.
I was going to tape it.
Don't over tighten them.
No, okay.
And you got one more of them.
You don't want to crush it like. Yeah, I've got one more.
You just have to get that top one out that ring.
Yeah.
You got to cut it and get out of the ring.
Thank you.
I'll put that way for you.
Sure. Oh, I'll get going.
As soon as I get someone here.
Yeah, I've got about an hour.
Yeah.
You know, I can ram 2 in if I run it right down.
Right, give me a shout. Yeah, get in what you can.
So I should finish Thomason's with what? Right. With one, you know, and if not, I'll just go back and
when you get down to little, you know, when you give me a shout and I'll come round and I'll bring a teleport around.
Yeah.
And with a bit of I'll have somebody about here to pick me up.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no worries.
Just give us a shout. Don't forget your toolbox there.
I would have forgotten that. The old farmer spotted a broken bolt in the rear eradicator. Ah, what's he done with the bit? Where's the pin?
On the wheel.
On the wheel. Damn it. Thank you. That was a good spot by the farmer. I kid you not, I put my hand to every time bar that one. Right, there we go. Old Stevie's here. He's a bit of a garden man. Does trees and, you know, anything garden related. Steve's your man. Pretty glad to have the farmer here this morning. I can fix that sort of stuff, but I just ain't as quick as him. They can do it quickly. I was here this morning, right, we were greasing at 7 o'clock, it's now 20 to 8, so you can see how long all this stuff takes. We've got fuel, we've got AdBlue, the drill's in good condition, and there's always things you're going to find when you're drilling. Every time, broken time, blah blah blah. In the mornings, especially if you've got a big day on, I try and give everything a wiggle, and I just missed that eradicator. Farmer saw it, he weren't even looking at it, which is a bit annoying actually. I can't believe I missed that, but I did. This one got drilled, Darren and me drilled that one end of the day yesterday. These ones are rented ones, they got done yesterday afternoon. They're all done and dusted. It looks phenomenal out there. The conditions are just perfect. We're going to go and fill the drill up and then farmer will get seed out to us so we haven't got to travel far. Here we go, loaded. Just like that, we're back again. So if you can't remember, you know, what tram line you're on, I actually couldn't see the line. I thought that there was the line that I'd finished on. Press the button on here, bang, takes you where you should be. That would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it? That would have been a massive miss if I was doing that freehand. Oh my god. Where Keithy's cultivated the same way, it's a little bit harder to see the mark. But when you got GPS, it doesn't really matter, so that's just a bit helpful. A few problems this morning, but they're all sorted now. The seed boot on that attaches to the drill, and one of the wheeler allocators had a bolt missing, but luckily everything stayed together. Just put a new bolt in, away we went, it was good. Turn that down. That knocking sound, that's the PTO knocking. You want to sort that out straight away. Drill goes down, marker goes out. Look at that up there, can you see the mark? You can once you get your eye in, but I would have been driving on that deep gouge there. Yeah, it's a good job. It's a good job I got this today. Right, anyway, we got the 3 going up the hill. I'll time lapse those for you. I'm going to get this one done, and we're going to keep going. Probably late in the day, I would have thought.
I think about all the years I made up, and I think I'm running out of time. Don't want a day when I say goodbye now, 'cause you leave a shiver down my spine. Don't let me fall to the ground so heavily, 'cause I recall what you go through easily. Just let me know where we head in this reverie, and stay, don't mind the way. I won't play, don't like the game, 'cause I will stay, and I will wait for you. 'Cause I will stay, and I will wait for you. I know you're wrong 'cause you're scared of loving, but baby right now I am too. Don't want a day when you say you're done now, 'cause you leave me crying over you. Don't let me fall to the ground so heavily, 'cause I recall what you go through easily. Just let me know where we head in this reverie, and I will stay, don't mind the way. I won't play, don't like the game, 'cause I will stay, and I will wait for you. 'Cause I will stay, and I will wait for you.
Is how fast I've been going, but look at the drill stuff. That ain't a bad finish. Once Charlie's come and rolled it, Charlie will be in today, she'll be rolling, Keithy will be knocking down the next stuff that we're going on to, and Farmer, I don't know what Farmer's up today. I think he did a big chunk of spraying yesterday. We're just drilling on the hill. This is that hill I always go on about. See the farm in the background over there? Took her out of eco mode just for this one. Just for on the way back up the hill, I'll turn around and show you. So we're drilling straight into this one. Keithy hasn't touched it with the Cultimax on this one. So we'll have a comparison to see. We'll see what the yield difference is, if there is any. It's drilling okay, but I feel like the ones that have had the Cultimax through them have left a better finish, nicer job. I don't know, a bit, I don't know, it just felt better where it's been Cultimaxed. We're on a tram line on this one. Just need the extra revs of the engine. Just it just allows it, you know, a bit more power on the hill. That's all it's for. As soon as we get off this field, we'll be putting it back into eco mode, and it uses half the engine revs then. We're just going up the hill. That's behind us. Not leaving too bad a finish. Just the ones in the background there just seemed a little bit nicer. I don't know. We'll see how they come up. We'll see how they compare. It's good to have some comparisons, but see what you're doing. Make sure you're doing the right thing. But everything that Keithy's Cultimax so far has been a dream. There's a little bit, we spoke about it before, but the straw length, we've got to make sure that we you know, cut the straw a little bit shorter, but Farmer's already on top of that. He's going to be making some adjustments to the header so he can cut it a bit shorter. Just try not to let the tractor run away with you. Marker goes down, pretty simple. Yeah, I like being up here. See all the fields around you. Hasn't been going too bad today. We yeah, nothing to write home about, but the old man's stressed to the max. He's got 1,000 different jobs. Lynn's got him busy loading her up for hay. The farmer's gone off spraying. Young Charlie's on the roller, and Keithy's still Cultimaxing ahead of the drill. So yeah, busy. It's all going on. Try and get you some drone shots this afternoon. But when it's busy like this, it's a bit tricky when everyone's busy. Finished on the oats now, so we're going to change over seed. But to do that, you don't want any or other seed in there, because you don't want to plant some of the oats in your barley. That's a bad thing. So what you have to do is you come under here with me. Under here, got a bag under here at the moment. What we've done, this little thing here up there, that's a trap door that holds all your seed in, and lets it all out of there. Dump it into a bag, and then we get a blower now. We'll go in the top, we'll blow it all out, and then we'll put barley in, and then we'll readjust, we'll recalibrate for barley. We finished the oats at home, and we finished the oats over at Jim's. So that leaves Peter's farm, which we're at now, and we're going to drill barley up there. But to do that, we need to first calibrate, and basically you're measuring out how much seed. Farmer wants it set at 220 kilos per hectare. So what we do, first we want to measure out what we're doing at the moment. The old man's just bringing up some seed. We've blown out our hopper, so all the oats are gone from there. We're hoping to get, because the if you remember, the oats were so bad up here, we're going to put Avidex down. It's all here ready to go, so we're going to try and get Avidex here, the Avidex man here, to put that down after we've drilled and rolled. Here he is. The old man's had a hell of a day. He's had things going on all day. He's trying to juggle everything at once. Fertilizer, nitrogen, sulfur, 33% nitrogen, 30% sulfur, and then the barley seeds at the back there. Some of that is for Alistair as well, and we should have enough for both farms. The old man's going to get us set and loaded. We'll get the calibration done, and then we're going to drill into one that hasn't been cultivated yet. Still a few fields here, a little bit damp, so we might be moving between farms as to drill the fields in the best condition. What we're going to do is put the bucket underneath, meter out what we want, and then adjust with the handle on the side. And the barley too, they're beautiful, they are. The speed that is. Center that in easy. We wind our little wheel and meters out the seed into this bucket, which is here. We got ourselves 10.14 kilos, so I'll do myself a quick calculation. 10.14. We have to minus our bucket weight, which is 1.17, times that by 2.47, and then we times that by 10. 221 and a half. I think we got enough for 225. I just asked the farmer if that's worth touching, but that'll probably be staying the same, I'd have thought. The most important thing is not to forget this little arm, which I nearly did. Do not forget that. We're set about 221. I think farmer said we got enough for 225, so we should be pretty close like that. Just gonna get this last bag in. I'm gonna take a ton with us. But if you forget that little arm, it meters it all out into the floor, and yeah, and then you get told off. Well, you don't get told off, you just get some almighty rippings. The grain of this just looks really good. It's called Skyway, and farmer said it's supposed to be a really high spec barley, so we'll see how it does this time. That's what we've done in the field so far. So this one, yeah, we've got different soil types up here, so we're yeah, we're drilling into one. Keithy's cultivating some of the wetter ones, hoping so we can get them dry. We might have to come back to them, go and do a bit of balusters, dry them out, you know, just so we can keep drilling. This one's drilling all right. This is the best field here. A little bit sandier on this one. It's still heavier than what we've been drilling into previously. The drill is drilling into it. We've gone down a gear and it's doing an all right job. We want to have these comparisons anyway, just to see, you know, just to see that what we're doing is progress, if you know what I mean. I think it will, because everywhere I've drilled after that cold press, we're heavy again. Just put seed in. Wherever I've drilled into whatever that cold press has been through, it's been you know, real lovely, real, it just drills nice, you know. There's no jumping or bouncing, it's just yeah, nice bit of till. That's what we got going on too. Sun's just going down, it's getting on, it's 20 past 5. Had a good day today, got in at 7. Didn't get drilling till about, I think it was 7:45 before we were actually drilling, with a couple of bits and pieces to fix and mend, and as that's always the case. Just done our run out test at the top there. It's drilling all right, you know. Once that's rolled down, that'll be all right. Usually drill this one up and down, but farmer sprayed it this way, so I think it was cultivated that way last time, so that's the way it's going to be on this one this year. We didn't get a chance to go and see Keithy, so maybe tomorrow we'll get that chance. We might be both in the same place. I think he is in one of the fields down here, but yeah, the fields so far haven't been big enough to really get the drone out. But there is a big one here, down the bottom. Oh, actually I can see his headlights. If you look straight down, you can see his headlights. Don't know how he's getting on. The Colty press, the Colty, what's it called? Colty Max or something like that. Colty disc, Colty. Just making sure I'm right here. Nice when you got spray marks to go to, because you know you're right. You know if you're right or not. But yeah, Keithy's it's second hand, that Colty Max, and yeah, just sort of finding a few little things that are wrong with it that we got to put right. or the seller's going to put right. Just a few bearings and yeah, nothing major, you know, nothing welding or anything like that, just a few bearings and stuff like that. So I think farmer's going to get onto them and get those bits put right before we put any money down for it. But it is doing a nice job taking that 8S to pull it, especially in the wet bits. Keithy said it's taking, you know, pretty much everything. I will try and get you some footage. It might be on the next video. It's been going really well actually. It's so surprising. We're, you know, we're plenty early enough in the calendar, but Christ almighty, it's just beautiful, you know. I was dreading this year, you know, just in case it got wet and you're drilling through slop. But it's been all right so far. Don't want to jinx it. There are wet fields here as well, so we've probably got some of that to come yet. But if it gets too bad, we'll just move farm and we'll keep going. Alice's is having the same barley in, same variety. It's really nice in the bag. The seeds are just, oh, I don't know who grew it, but they did a fine job. You can see past the red, you know, the mango. I think they're dressed with some sort of multi-purpose dressing on there. I don't know what it is. I think the oats in our shed were better than the ones that we had out of the bags, but never mind, that won't be a problem. I don't know what time we'll go to. It'll get dark, I suppose, and we'll come back in the dark, and then that's where we'll leave it for today. And I'll do you one more video tomorrow. We've just got this farm and Alice's to do, and we'll be done for spring drilling. That'll be good, wouldn't it? It'll be yeah, and then that would have been a whole year where I've drilled, and Keithy drilled some of the winter wheat. It'll be a whole year where, Christ, I never thought I would be sat on here, but that's the way it's panned out, and I quite enjoy it actually. I'm really enjoying it. I think I got this thing set pretty good now. We'll come back in the spring and check out the rows, see, make sure there's no gaps. I don't want any gaps, you know, there's no unnecessary to have any gaps. It's just not on, so it should be all right. Right, it's gonna get dark soon. It gets dark quick this end of the year, but we're all on the right side of the year now. Days are getting longer. Oh, I love it. I'm loving being in the tractor. I've had all winter out in the tractor, learning how to go. So this has been really nice. I went back to the farm earlier. One of the stabilizers had a calf. It was weird being back at the farm. It's so, when you've been on you go to the tractor, you see, you go back to the tractor, and you don't see anybody. But it was quite weird being back at the farm. The old steering come off. It doesn't do that very often. There you go. You see that line there? Let go of the steering for some reason. I don't know why. I like this system, but I don't love it. I like it enough to use on a daily basis, but I just think there's a few improvements it could have just to make it just to make things a little bit better. But there we go. Is there a perfect system out there? This thing's got the ump at the minute. You're watching it live. When it runs out of signal or GPS, it starts having a fit. You've got to be ready to take over. I think it's caught it back now. You notice the steering wheel moving a bit more. You just got to be ready to take over, and it just sorts itself out after a little while. It does it 2 or 3 times a day, just has a little flid, and then back to normal. We'll come back when it gets dark, and then we'll sign off there, and we'll start a new video tomorrow. Don't know if you can see it just on the horizon there. I don't know if you can see Keithy's lights. Those things are a little bit better than mine, but I can see plenty fine. It looks like a blimmin' sun coming towards us. Jesus Christ. He's lighting up my field from there. I don't know what time he's going to call it at night. It's only 6 o'clock. If this was summertime, you wouldn't even be thinking about packing up. You know, keep going till usually summer hours are if we're haymaking, summer hours are 8 in the morning till, well, whenever we finish. It could be 9 o'clock, could be 10 o'clock at night. But yeah, I'm going to try and finish this field for sure. I don't know whether I'll start another one. We'll see what the farmer says. If he wants me to start another one, I'll do another one. We'll come back on the next video. I quite like going with the lights on. You sort of feel all isolated in here. Just you and the radio. It's quite nice actually. You can just chill out. Just putting a tram line in. I don't know why, but we seem to be moving further and further away from the farmers ones, and we're both set the same, so I don't know what's going on there. I hope I haven't done something wrong. We'll see. It's been going really nice. This thing's been faultless this afternoon, apart from that little blip over there. It's been going really nice. I don't know how Keithy's getting on. I'd like to see what it's like on that tractor in the night time. I bet that's cool. Right, we're going to leave it there. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll start a new video tomorrow. That's it. Marker's going to come down. We'll catch you next time. Cheers.